Many years ago, I came across a few lines in a book that I connected with. They were, "It's easy to judge, but you never know another person's heart, what gives them strength and what breaks them down." I have learned to listen more and speak less. The result has been eye-opening conversations and inspirational moments that I have shared with you right here. Hi, welcome to another episode of Crystal One-on-One. I am Crystal, and today I am with a gorgeous musician, fashionista, Nina Rose on the show.
Oh, thank you.
How
Thank you,
are
Crystal.
you?
I'm very cool. I'm so calm, happy, and super grateful to be here.
Okay.
I've always wanted to be here, that's the truth.
Well, I'm happy to have
And
you
I thank
here.
God and my friends that made me reach here. It's not easy.
I know, your journey has taken how many years?
This is the third year.
The third year. Did you know that you wanted to be a musician? Did you, when you were a little girl, would you run around the house singing for everybody, all the relatives, all the jaja?
Yeah, sure, of course. I was always called in sitting rooms to perform for my aunties, my uncles when they're from the village. I used to sing Judith Babile's song. Yes, I used to sing in church.
Okay.
I used to sing in school as well.
Mm.
I've always been around music.
Okay.
But then again, it was quite hard because I had school. And my parents were really, really strict when it came to that.
Ah, your parents were very traditional.
Very.
Okay, all right.
My stepdad is a very, very strong Muslim. And my mom is a very powerful, prayerful woman.
Okay.
So they used not to look at that as a very good thing that can take me somewhere. They were
you
against
understand where they come from, because
Yeah,
when
sure.
we go
I'm
back
super grateful.
to musicians,
I'm super grateful that at least they let me join music when at least I've grown, maybe. And
from what you know now,
and
you
I
think,
acquired knowledge, of course, in school. You know.
from
I'm
what
super
you know
grateful.
now, you think if you had started doing music when you were younger, would you have been able to handle it?
I don't think so, because at the end of the day, I had to be obedient. Those were my parents. I didn't have to disobey them because I wanted this. I was young, and I believe they were showing me the right way.
Okay, all right. So where did you grow up?
Kibuli Mtajazi.
Ah, this is here.
Kibuli Mtajazi, my primary school, it's St. Stephen's Church of Uganda, just close to my mom's house. Yeah.
Then after that?
Then after my secondary, I went to Kakungulu Memorial. After I went to Kibuli SS, then after I went to Mitiana Trinity College.
Okay.
Because I was very stubborn. That's why I was moving school to school.
What were you doing?
I was just stubborn in school. I was just stubborn in school.
You know why I'm saying that? Because you said you had to be obedient, you had to listen to your parents. Now I'm hearing another side. You were very stubborn in school.
I was, because I used not to accept to be beaten when I have done something wrong.
Oh!
I ran away, but you can't beat me. Only my mom was supposed to touch me.
Did this come from your mom? Is your mom the one who said that no one else should beat you?
No, actually, I don't know where it came from. I think it was maybe my dad. I never got a chance to know my dad.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to know him when I had grown up, around my P7.
Okay.
Then he passed away.
Okay. So you grew up with your stepdad?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but you got to meet him?
Yeah, but it wasn't a long time. I missed so much about him. I didn't get that love for a dad when I was young. I've grown up with a single mother. So.
How did you get to meet him? Was it your mom who arranged it? Or?
No, the sisters. Because I didn't grow up with my mom, besides my mom, because she was a very busy woman.
Okay.
She has been a pharmacist ever since I was born.
A pharmacist? Okay.
Yeah, she worked at KPI, Kampala Pharmaceutical Industries. So I rarely had time with her, so I had to grow up somewhere else. So when I started school, that's when we actually got to stay together, but then again I was literally staying with a maid.
Because she was so busy.
Yeah.
So before that, were you with your grandparents or?
I was with my auntie.
With your auntie?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you still close to your auntie?
Very. I love her so much.
Yeah? So she's like a second mom to you then. All right. So when you say your mom was never around, was it because she was out of town working? Or just her work hours every day?
Her work hours every day. She used to wake up 6 a.m. and comes back 6 p.m. Tired, literally just wanting to rest, and I understood.
Yeah, she'd see you briefly. Have you done your homework? Okay,
Yeah.
eat dinner.
But I knew what I was doing by then, and I had a very good helper. That woman used to help me a lot and showed me all the good things, taught me what I didn't know.
This is the maid.
Yeah.
No, not many people actually talk about, the maids that they grew up with. I have to say that's kind of different.
Yeah.
Okay, was she with you for a long time?
Till my primary four, from baby class to my primary four.
Okay.
So then she went away. I stayed with my mom naturally, and life went on.
Okay.
Started school. That's when I joined boarding sections and all that.
So
and I rarely had time at home.
Oh, okay. So boarding, like what, P5? Is that when you started boarding?
No, senior one.
Senior one.
My primary was, because I was just next to school, so there was a reason for me to be in a boarding section.
Okay.
I started the boarding section when I was in secondary.
Okay, in secondary.
Yeah.
You said your mom was very prayerful.
Yep.
Okay, so that means like every Sunday you'd go to church?
Yeah, I used to sing every day actually, because I used to, after school, I used to go for rehearsals for Sunday school. After Sunday school, so when I grew up, I joined church choir, praise and worship team. There is a church that was down there next to home. It was for, is it Prophet Isaac?
Oh, so was this close to home?
Yeah. So after school, I just rushed for rehearsal. Then, of course, Sunday you have to worship and praise every Sunday.
Okay. So that means your mom's Christian, and then you said your stepdad was Muslim.
Yeah.
Okay. When do you remember when they got together, or when you got to meet him?
No, because my mom didn't show me my stepdad for quite some time. I just moved in because maybe they had talked about it. And yeah, I was loved like a real child. I love my father so much. I'm so proud to have him and grateful that God brought him in my way. And he's the reason I studied from senior one to university.
Okay.
So super grateful. Such kind of people, tebatera kulabika, I'm sure. Like a man who doesn't have that blood relationship, but he loves you like a real,
like his own daughter.
I'm his, trust me.
Oh.
When he's counting his children, I'm among them because he has so many, by the way. My mom moved in with him when he had 6 women. She was the 6th wife, so you can only imagine.
Yeah. All right.
It's a blessing. Tulibanji, everyone had to go to school. I feel like that was so much love now that I've grown.
Okay. Okay. So was it, did it change because moving in to a Muslim household? Were things different?
It changed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I adopted so much things that I didn't grow up with. I started going to Muslim schools. I actually reached a point and I had to switch and convert to Muslim, to becoming a Muslim, and I was doing Arabic. Everything around me changed now, you know, and I was happy. I was like part of the family now, and it was beautiful.
Because from the sound of it, you were kind of more or less by yourself before that, because you're saying, okay, your mom was very busy, and you're with the maid most times, and now you move into this big household.
Yeah, actually you learn a lot, and I think it helped me to, on the side of the morals, because when it comes to the Muslim side, there is so much that they teach you that you have to, as a girl, it helps a lot, mostly in your secondary level.
Okay.
You know, I mean, is it the adolescent stage? So in school, they used not to allow us get close to boys.
Yeah.
Who were always very
kept
reserved.
Separate, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always pushing us to pray, to know God. It's a very strict religion, and it teaches a lot.
Okay. Are you still a practicing Muslim?
I'm not a practicing Muslim, I'll be honest.
Okay.
I reached a point, of course, and lost it. But I'm a believer.
You're a believer?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I talked to my dad as well. He understood it, because it's not something you can force.
No, it's not. It shouldn't be.
And I actually got tired of it in school, because they used even to beat us so hard for that. when you don't attend prayers, yeah.
Okay.
In Muslim schools long ago, they used to cane us so badly. Ask anyone.
So is that why you were running away?
Very.
All the way up until
In
like
primary,
year 6?
no teacher touched me because I was very young, I was very stubborn, and I didn't get a chance to, obuta. I didn't get beaten like or punished all the time. But in secondary, I had to.
Sorry.
When they find you not veiling, when they find you when the socks are dirty. Muslim schools are very strict schools.
Okay, all right.
That's what I can say.
So in school, were you active?
Very.
In like, what were you doing? What?
I was active. I was always in the Interact Club.
Yeah.
I was a class monitor. I got a chance almost all my secondary from senior 1 to senior 6. I was a prefect. If I'm not a class monitor, I'm a religious prefect. I'm an entertainment prefect. Senior 5, I was the head girl. So, chanyambako to be out of so much because I was very stubborn.
Okay.
I could be reserved.
It sounds like a smart move, though. If you're very, very naughty and make sure you're in positions of leadership.
Because I was very stubborn and teachers could see that, so they wanted me to focus.
So they gave you responsibility to be able to keep you in line.
When you get that responsibility, when you join secondary, of course, everyone knows. You're different. There's a way they tell you to behave and be a good example. And it helped me a lot.
Okay. So apart from music, what else were you passionate about? Were you that person who used to watch movies, all kinds of movies?
No.
Why? What else would you do?
As a very playful person. Not playing round ball. I'm in Kwepena. I'm playing duel. I'm a person who used to play with boys. I'm climbing trees. I won't lie, if I really, really was a movie person. I used to come back home when I'm tired from playing, boom, sleep.
So you're a tomboy?
Yeah, I was.
Very much a tomboy.
Hey, till like my university, I think. I used not even to wear dresses. I didn't know what to wear heels feels like.
So this is new. This is kind of new. Because she was telling me that on a normal day, you are just casual,
I'm always wearing
down.
tracksuits, actually. I love tracksuits.
The
my comfortable normal wear.
And so not even makeup and...
Nothing.
Well, things that come with the job.
I know.
Come with
things
the
had
job.
to change. At university, of course. You can't go on campus and see people looking so good, then you come in your tomboy shorts and all that. No, I had to adopt a different
So campus is when you're like, you're going to see me.
Because after my senior 6, of course, in my vacation, that's when I started partying. I used not to do that, so I got into it so much and didn't like it. I'm not proud of what I did then, but then again, it's good I passed then. I know that it's not good. Was into partying a lot.
Which university?
East African University.
East African University. So you had a wild phase.
Yeah.
Aha.
I was doing a bachelor in business administration.
Business administration, okay.
I didn't finish and stopped in the long run and had to join. That's when I joined music. Okay.
So did you stop because you had fallen off? Or
I had gone astray, yeah, that is true. And I reached a point and lost the real love and support from my stepdad. And things started changing, actually. He got anemia. He got down with a lot, diabetes. It was a lot. A moment changed, and it wasn't a good moment for me, for my mother, and this is the person we used to lean on. My mom has no job anywhere else to take me to university, so it was a shaking moment, but we stayed strong. And we sat down. I sat down with my mom. I'm like, it's okay. I just don't want you to feel bad. Maybe God has accepted I stop here. And she was also comforting me, having hope. Maybe I'll go back. So as time went on, I also used to leave home and just meet people that I found myself meeting an artist. So my life changed totally. I could always be with her, and my mom didn't see me.
Okay.
And she felt bad, by the way. I feel bad. I left her when she needed me. She was worried where I went. Of course, like as
So
a
you
mother.
just disappeared? Okay. How old were
I
you?
disappeared because I used to feel bad. Every time I used to think that I can't go to school. And I was there. And it's a lot. I started partying, like I said. So coming back home in the morning, it was quite disrespectful.
Wow.
I had to not to show my mom that, because she even cried. I remember when she even cried, my first time going in a bar, and I came back in the morning. Oh, I feel bad. I always apologize to her for that, because she was a very respectful woman, respected woman around, and I think people used to talk. You know, when they see you, the neighbors, when they see a girl coming in the morning, of course, there's no way you can tell them that you were out just having fun. They used to think a lot. Maybe you're into prostitution, maybe you're into, you know, a lot. So she used to feel bad about that.
Okay. Okay. So it sounds like it was a rough time for you, because that means you were also trying to deal with it,
Yeah, and
your
she
own
really
disappointment.
loved me to go ahead with school, because I'll be honest, I was never a dull child. I was very brilliant, among the first 5 everywhere, my primary, my secondary. So it was hard for her to see me drop out of school, because her dream, of course, was for me to be graduated, and that was always her dream. It will forever be a dream, and I pray to God, if a moment comes, I would love to go back and make it up to her.
But it must have been hard for you too.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about your mom, you're talking about your stepdad, but what about you? It must have been hard for you too.
Oh, how exactly?
I mean, because like you said, you're going to school and then the situation changed, there are no longer finances.
It was hard, I'll be honest, but it actually all later on became a lesson, because yes, I went astray. I got bad friends, and all my life was encountered on partying, you know, going out every day, literally every day. I don't know what was wrong with me then. When I remember, I'm like, how can you wake up and go in a bar just, you know?
Maybe because you didn't have something else to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't say I practiced prostitution, but to be honest, that was more
That's
like
what
it.
people-
You know, that's what people used to think about me, and I feel bad. I went through that, but then again, like I said, it was a lesson. I reached a point and found myself again. But it's not easy. It came a lot of pressure from my family, a lot of pressure from my mom. Like my stepdad's family, remember the Muslims? It was hard. That's why even
So I
I had
imagine
to
at
run
that
away.
time, that's why you weren't even going home and staying away, because
That's
you
why even
knew.
I ran away, yeah.
Yeah.
And got myself a house. Started small. I had a friend, she was called Habiba. I was with her at campus, but she was still there. So when I told her, I'm like, you know what, I'm leaving home. I'm like, yeah, we can stay together. I'm like, but you're at school, how are you going to do that? Like, no problem. Like, okay, when you're ready. So when I moved in, I told her, like 2 months after, we had to move in together.
Okay.
Because I didn't
Was
know
she
what.
still on campus, or she had finished?
Right now, yeah, Malada. When I started,
yes.
by then she was still in school.
Okay.
Outing, coming back home in the morning, coming back in the morning. So one day, I was going for a boat cruise. That's when I met Sheebah. And we connected. She had also came on the same boat cruise, and she was performing. The person that invited me on the boat cruise actually was the same person that invited her.
Okay.
So when he saw me, I came alone. It was a Sunday. All my friends had bad hangovers from Saturday. And I called them first, they couldn't pick, so I didn't want to disappoint Davido. And I'm like, let me go, just have a good time. I went. So we met there, I was alone. So when Davido saw me, and he came to me like, oh, you look bored. I'm like, yes, I am, to be honest. And you that invited me here, you're up and down, you're here and there. So he was like, oh, Sheebah is here. Are you friends? I'm like, no. But I was excited because I used to love Sheebah. I'm a fan. I'm still a fan.